How's it? Today is Thursday, November 28th. Happy Thanksgiving. I am stacking W's. Today was an interesting day. I'm actually planning to do a hike tomorrow, and I'm not going to be able to lift on Saturday as well because I am going to be playing football. So today was the only day that I could have lifted my quote unquote Big Friday or Volume Friday. So today is Volume Thursday. I ate a shitload earlier today. I ate a lot of food and I had a few drinks to drink, and I didn't know if I was going to make it to the gym today. But I showed up and I was thinking to myself, I'm about to throw up. It was really bad. I was able to make it through the whole session, but it did take quite a bit of warming up, quite a bit of like mental gymnastics to make sure not to give up, because as I was warming up, my body felt like it was very sluggish and tired, and I felt very weak. But when I got to my top weight at 83, which is, 3 kilos up from last week, then, like, look at these warm ups. I'm just like kind of almost going through the motion, like, what am I doing here today? Yeah, but I made it to my 83, which is, again, 3 kilos up from last week, and things seem to be okay. And so I just stuck with it. And then halfway through the whole session, when I was done with my snatches, I was like, ah, shit, I still got a clean and jerk. And, that's how I usually feel. But like today, it just was more, that idea was a lot more kind of like present in my mind because of how hard it was just to get started. One of those things that I tell myself a lot of the time, when things are hard, and things are hard all the time, I tell myself I don't do things because they're easy. I do things because they're hard. And like that is very cliche, but it is 100% the truth as to why physical activity is so rewarding. Ooh, look at me. I am so full here. um, but the idea that you are putting max effort into something. Here's my first set at 83. When you put max effort into something and it turns out well, you know, it's still hard, and you are rewarded with the outcome that happens. You're not like, the harder the thing is, the more rewarding it feels. Is another way of looking at it. But like I think about that all the time. I'm sure I'm going to be thinking about it tomorrow when I go on the hike. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But like today was challenging for sure. And I'm super happy that I did stick it out all the way to the end, because it's one of those things where I am just kind of showing a little mental toughness that sometimes I feel like I lack. Actually, a lot of times I feel like I lack. And for me, it's like, if my body's not moving well and I don't feel like things are going in the right direction, what else is there? If I don't have that mental toughness, then like everything is going to be poor. Everything is going to go bad. And a lot of what I've been doing lately is just kind of trying to reframe my perspective and trying to be a little bit more realistic about my expectations of myself. And yeah, I mean, it's I feel like I'm a lot more positive than I was, 6 months ago. 6 months ago, actually, now I'm thinking about it, is when I was hitting a lot of my bigger PRs. So probably 9 months ago, something like that. But I guess kind of moving forward into the month of December, like I'm hopeful that I get back to where I was, in the beginning of June, the beginning of July. Those months, like in the summer, I was pretty strong, and that is all I really want to get back to. I want to just be able to say that I can PR something on the snatch. Maybe I can snatch 115, which is my goal. I've snatched 110 once, and that was crazy. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. I did 108, and then I did 110 that day, and just like, I don't know, I pulled it out of my ass, and it was just really, really, really rewarding, I guess. So maybe I can get there and hopefully I'll be able to clean and jerk 150 at some point in my life. I don't know. Maybe I need to move up a weight class. I don't know. I don't think that is necessary, but it might be. Who knows? For my clean and jerk stuff, my warm-ups were 60, 80, and then just 103. Again, 3 kilos up from last week for my 3+1s. Ooh, this is what you don't do when you when you warm up. And you could see it in my face there. It was probably not the smartest thing to do, especially with the way that today was feeling. But I did it, and I was able to come out on the other end, and things turned out okay. I didn't miss any of my lifts, which is a good place to start. I think, I guess even more fundamental to that for the last few weeks is my body doesn't hurt. I think if my body doesn't hurt and I miss a couple lifts, that's okay. If my body hurts and I make all of my lifts, that's probably not moving in the right direction. So I'm just trying to, again, stack these W's, small wins here and there, and that is going to prove to be very instrumental for me moving forward. You know, one of the things that I think about a lot when I look at certain like rehab phases in sport is if you're rehabbing something, you're essentially retroactively giving yourself the proper foundation that you needed before you got hurt. Unless your injury was a kind of an acute accident. And for me, clearly there was no acute accident and there was no acute like incident in which things started to hurt. It just started hurting one day and I didn't know how to come back from that. But if you look at rehab, it's like you address the small issues that are leading up to the injury. And if you can actually address them, you know, it's retroactive because you are still trying to lift and you're still trying to perform in a way that is competitive. But now you're like going backwards and you're trying to do like basic fundamental stuff. Like for me, lately it's just been getting my core to work and getting my glutes to work. And that sounds so simple and so rudimentary, but once I was able to start doing that the way that I wanted it to, like my pain in my lower back just essentially disappeared. And so it's showing me that I've been lifting with this sort of imbalance or weakness for a very long time. And then now it's just like the injury is just like screaming out at me like, hey, this thing right here is fucked up, so please fix me. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Because today is Thursday, I usually do my bicep curls on Thursday and Sunday. Sometimes I'll do them on Tuesday if I have time. So Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So today's Thursday, so I'm doing my bicep curls. I noticed when I don't do them, my elbow hurts. My elbow hurts a lot, like in and outside of the gym. So I'm gonna make sure that I continue upkeeping with that. Excuse me. Did some pull-ups here, and then my pal-off presses, and then that was it for today. Like, it was a pretty good day. Like, I think today was one of those days where I will look back at and think very fondly. I had a very good time with my friends, uncle's house. Had a lot of laughs. I made a lot of cocktails for everybody there. Yeah, it was just a really, really good one. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.